But yeah, I mean, don't hesitate to ask me. I know I've been AOL the last month.
I don't think it's needed anymore because there's not other ones.
Is that the seat that is the?
Yeah, I don't know, that's what, was downstairs, I guess.
I just wondered if Sean done
I'm not really sure. I wasn't even aware of this, so. No, well, it was downstairs and hidden and, yeah, and we didn't move it from the store. Laura will be able to follow you. She's got 2 cameras. And if you need a wireless mic, grab this right here.
name?
I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell either. All right, well, I'm just gonna stand here. One of these doors has got to be.
Yeah.
They get cleaned, and I only have them down for Amy to tell where our walk patterns were around the tables and stuff. Because see how it's so underneath the chairs, it's where our massage tables and all work around them. But Ivy would carpet clean for me. They're fairly new, but they do seem to help soften the noise. Yeah. I never would have thought it would turn out that way. I'm sorry. It's just been me, Amy. She's doing everything. Amy's doing it all. So yeah, we're not like. Right.
It's actually.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Unity of Chattanooga, I'm Amy. Hi. I'm officially Rev Amy. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Do you know that singing triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, which brings about a lot of calm and peace? So I'm going to ask you to sing this Harold Payne song with me. Do you know Harold Payne? All right, it's a really good tune. You'll hear it one time and you'll get it, and then you'll want to sing it with me. And we'll get the vibes nice and high to start our morning together. It goes like this. Something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Got it? Something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Second part goes like this. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart. And it won't let go. Something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. So you see, we got it. Now, real quick, just shout out something wonderful that's happening right now. Let me hear it. What was it? New floors. That is so wonderful. Give a round of applause for that. What else wonderful is happening? Air conditioning is so. Can you imagine what a gem whoever invented air conditioning? I always think that. All right, so let's sing again. Think about what's wonderful. We're raising our vibe, raising our consciousness, getting ready to receive something good from me. Something wonderful, yes. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. And I can feel it. And I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my soul. That's right. I can feel it in my heart. And it won't let go. Something wonderful. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I understand you are well acquainted with Christy Snow. Yes, Reverend Christy Snow, who's one of my dear friends and one of the best teachers of New Thought, I think, out there right now. So I'd like to sing one of her songs next. And we're going to do the first two verses, and then we're going to do a Greet Your Neighbor, and then we'll come back for... Then we'll have a prayer, and then we'll do that after. Ignore me. Ignore me. What we're going to do is we're going to do the first 2 verses, and then I'll do a prayer. And then we'll do the last verse. That's what we're doing. I got it now. This song goes like this. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. You got it? I sing my love. Let me hear you sing it. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. The second part goes like this. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. Then we do it again. We sing it. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. Dance it out. I dance my joy. Move your body. I dance my joy into the world. I'm not seeing lots of chair dancing. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. Come on. I dance my joy into the world. Then we go. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy into the world. Then we do it again. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy into the world. That's the way I like it. That's the way, I like it. That's the way, I like it. Let's take a moment. I know our energy's high, but we're going to pray from this high energy. First, we're going to light the candle. That's right. We're going to light the Christ candle, which signifies the oneness. Now let's take a deep breath and sigh it out with some voice. Let's do it one more time. Breathing in. I invite you to close your outer eyes, open your inner eye, and see the light that lives inside. That one power, that one life that is God, that is good, that is creative and expressive and in full bloom. Always creating, always expressing, as me, as each and every person here today. I'm knowing that everything unfolds absolutely marvelously, terrifically. There is a joy that is palpable. There is a love that is clear. There's an awareness within us that we are always revealing the truth, which is perfect health, overabundance of finances, everything we need and more, great relationships, awesome purpose, feeling of occupation. What we do with our lives is very clear for us. I know this with such deep gratitude and reverence for the grace that is the good. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. I invite you to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, love, for this time together. I release my word as law, and together we say, and so it is, amen. And then we sing, I live my peace, I live my peace, I live my peace into the world. I live my peace, I live my peace, I live my peace into the world. Now you can open your eyes and look around at this beautiful space. And let's get our energy back up and let's sing I Sing My Love again from the top. Let's see if you can sing and clap. I sing my love, I sing my love. Come on. I sing my love into the world. I sing it, I sing it, I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. One more time. I sing Thank you, everyone.
That was awesome. We're so used to, just so you understand our wackiness a little bit, Amy, we normally our musician has to leave like 15. No. Put a ball and chain on this woman. And so we start out with music first before we do welcome and everything, and that was a little backwards, right? We needed to come up, I needed to get up here and introduce her, and I should have changed the order of service around because
We don't should on ourselves around here.
That's right. I'm shooting all over myself. But, well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Unity at Chattanooga on this beautiful, glorious July 7th. July 7th, 2024. Isn't that amazing? It's incredible. You know, we are a place for seekers of all faiths to find wisdom and guidance with a community of like-minded people, and that's what we are. You know, we're here. Something wonderful is happening to me, and I hope all of you, right here, right now. Thanks to you, in a big part. Okay. Amy already brought it up, but Captain Obvious here. Has anyone noticed the floors? Yes. Wow, right? Wow. And thank you to Eva Carter for donating these rugs so we can get a little of the sound done. Temporary fix here, but you know, we've done an amazing job. We've completed our first two phases of renovation now, and you know, it's just been a blessing. I mean, we got all these major repairs done. Thanks to we had the building fund already built up. We still got some. We still have some left over too. We've done all these amazing things, and we still have some left over. You know, so yeah, exactly. Give yourselves all a hand because it's stupendous. Okay, so as we're welcoming all you people here in person, I also want to give a shout out to those of you watching us on Facebook. Hi, Facebook. Or watching our recorded service in the future. Time travelers. So let's give them a shout out. So whether you are with us now or whether you're with us in the future, traveling back in time to watch us, be sure and click that like button, all right? And also share the link with some of your friends that you think might enjoy this wonderful music and the message that we're going to hear today in full bloom, you know, and it's going to be great. And for all of you here in the now, we especially love it when you engage with us with your comments and questions on Facebook. So get involved out there in cyberspace. You know, come on, we're all connected. There's a universal energy that we're plugged into right now. They're plugged into. So let's lead the charge. Okay, so next we want to welcome anyone here who is here for the first time. Do we have any newbies? Don't be shy. Yeah? Yay! Okay. I'm not going to ask you to stand up or tell us how you heard about it. Somebody will ask you that later, I'm sure, because we are dying to know. But we have a special blessing for you and a special gift. Thank you, Keith. We're honored to have you here with us. So let's warm up our hands. Receive our warm and fuzzy, super informative. If you want to receive our warm and fuzzy, super informative newsletter, bi-monthly, you know, there's a sign-up sheet on the back of your welcome packet. Just put it in. Okay, so we're warmed up our hands. We're going to give you a little blessing here. Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, a couple different people. All right, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in you. Beholding the Christ in you is a really important thing, and sometimes people trip over that a little bit, but what it refers to is that spark of divinity that's within us all. Because as children of God, we have that spark of divinity within us. It's just sometimes we forget to polish that diamond a little bit, and that's what we're about today. We're about polishing that diamond and really encouraging that spark of divinity to bloom and grow in us. So, Unity of Chattanooga is part of the Unity Worldwide Ministries, a movement that was started over 100 years ago by Charles and Myrtle Fillmore in Kansas City. We're grounded in affirmative prayer and dedicated to the spiritual enlightenment of every individual by providing practical, uplifting resources from both modern and ancient wisdom teachers. So in Unity, we welcome all people from all walks of life. And, Kelly's here. Oh, jeez. Let's all turn around and look at Kelly for being late. And that's perfect timing, because I'm saying we welcome all types of people, you know? And then here's a type of person that has walked in the door.
Sorry.
No apologies, no apologies. We love you, Kelly. Our goal is to create a safe and sacred space here, and we can tease our buddies. It's where every individual can remember who they are, you know, because that's sometimes we forget, right? We think we're in our thoughts, we're in our heads, we beat ourselves up, we should all over each other sometimes, or ourselves, worst of all. Don't always have to do that. Sometimes we can back up and be that higher self that's in our heads and going, ooh, I'm the observer. That's who I am. Not the person out there chattering and bouncing off the walls. Connect to that observer spirit, because that is who we really are. So we are celebrated and welcomed here. We encourage people to explore, question, and try out our spiritual teachings for themselves and see if it makes a positive impact, not only in their spiritual lives, but also in their day-to-day lives in a useful and practical way. All right, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Eric Miller, by the way. I have the honor and pleasure of serving on your board of trustees as the treasurer. But it takes a village to create our Sunday service every week. And we think it's important to recognize those who play a major role in making this happen, because it truly does take a village. So, we're in the beginning of the month. We're going to recognize somebody for all of the amazing things that they do. Huh? What? Spotlight. Who's in charge of our lighting director? All right, hey, nice job. Nice job. 3 short months ago, we moved into our new church home here. April 7th was our first service, and this is July 7th. So what a long way we've come in 3 months, right? It's really amazing. And some of you remember, when we first came in, our front wasn't particularly as welcoming as it is now. It had been without some love for a number of years. The parking lot was kind of thin. The ramp was kind of falling apart and dirty and broken. It wasn't the most inviting, welcoming space. One person took it upon herself to bring the planters out front back to life, these little cement planters that we have, concrete, plaster planters that we have. Sorry, George. There's a difference between cement and concrete. I'll share it with you all later. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we don't need to go there right now. All right. Unless, I don't know, what time is it? But seriously, despite dealing with a serious setback in our ongoing health challenge and no longer being able to come to service, in April she started refurbishing the soil in those planters and planting seeds. And as we were coming to services through April and May, we saw those budding flowers come up. And we actually, in April and May, during our potluck, we set little tables out there on our 2 side porches here for people to sit and enjoy the potluck because the weather was so nice. And it just kept coming to life and coming to life more and more. And she was coming here during the week and making that happen. And it was just amazing. And then she got a lead to start a hummingbird sanctuary. And so we cleaned that area out and we started a hummingbird sanctuary. And then just 2 weeks ago, when I was recovering from surgery, she stepped up to facilitate our Wellness Warriors group that meets every Thursday at noon. So that endeavor all those endeavors are not only good for us, but it lifted her spirits and health prognosis too, right? You shared that with me. And it's just amazing because Gloria Hastings here Gloria exemplifies the heart of dedication and service to volunteerism. And we here at Unity are all brighter and shinier for it. So thank you, Gloria Hastings. We are one and all very grateful for everything you've done.
Gloria, Gloria.
Okay, next up in our service is when we get up and do our greet our neighbor service time. So just try to respect everybody's space. You know, everybody has preferences. Share a hug, a fist bump, a namaste.
Something wonderful. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Wonderful, something wonderful happening to me right here, right now. And I've been feeling in my body, feeling in my soul. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, Gloria. Something wonderful, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Something wonderful.
I'll ring that gong again. Don't make me ring the gong again.
Don't make me ring the gong again.
I love ringing that gong. All right, one more time.
Yeah, we like this
It's a nice little frequency. I'm all about sound therapy too. 536 is a healing frequency, and that's what that is, and it's in that range. And just that vibration, it's a centering vibration, but it's also a healing vibration.
Oh, nice.
That gong tone. Okay, so we are a little backwards today. I'm now finally going to do the introduction for Amy Steinberg, who we are so pleased to have with us today, all the way from Asheville, North Carolina. As you can all see, she is a dynamic performer and also, as she mentioned, a newly licensed minister through the Global Truth Center, whose vision statement, I love this, is new thought, new science, new you. And that the Global Truth Center is affiliated with the association, like Unity, is associated with the Association of the New Thought Network. So, as a songwriter, she rocks the stage with her soulful songs, as we've already witnessed, and we're going to get to hear and witness a little more. She's got some hilarious stories.
I have to tell you something. I have to interrupt you while you're giving my bio. That bio was written by ChatGPT.
Oh,
Isn't that hilarious? What's ChatGPT? Somebody tell Penny after the service what ChatGPT
it's
is.
AI. It's AI.
It's
artificial
AI. It's AI.
intelligence.
It's artificial intelligence. I had the same bio for years and years and years, but I just didn't feel like writing about myself again. So I was like, well, we'll ChatGPT. Write me a little bio. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty dead on.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I
As
thought
a
that was
songwriter,
kinda cool.
yeah, exactly. As a songwriter, she rocked. Oh, I need to say this.
It said I rock. Like ChatGPT
Oh,
said
Penny
I
said
rock.
sure.
No, you didn't. Okay. All right. Well, you cut and pasted it from my website, which is from AI. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. I was going to read it in a
all good.
robotic voice, but I guess I
Please
won't
do it again.
Oh, okay. As a songwriter, she rocks the stage with soulful songs, along with hilarious stories and spiritual wisdom. As we've already experienced this morning, her vibrant personality and uplifting lyrics create an unforgettable blend of pop, rock, and inspiration. Pretty good, right? Yeah. With infectious energy.
Thank you.
Amy turns every performance into a joyous celebration of life and love, making her a true beacon, truly, of positivity and unity. We had the pleasure, she stayed with us last night, and we had a good time. And then this morning, too, we got up. So being the creative soul that she is, she also does crafting and is an artist. She has brought some of her artwork and CDs with her today that are for sale in the library, gift shop right behind us over here. So please check that out after service. So as one of the most dynamic and powerful New Thought performers you're going to find, join me in giving Amy Steinberg a nice warm welcome.
Thank you so much for that colorful intro. Eric is awesome, a character, and Laura also. Thank you so much for having me, Millers. You're wonderful. And thank you, Unity of Chattanooga, for having me. Good morning. I'm going to start with just a little song of mine called Blooming. It's from my latest CD, and on the track you have Eddie Watkins Jr. singing a little part, and you're going to do his part. I'm going to teach it to you. It goes like this. My part goes, blooming, blooming, blooming in the light. Then you go, blooming in the light. Can you try blooming in the light? Blooming in the light. You got it. Blooming in the light. You got it. And then originally I say spring is in me, spring is in me. But what we're going to do is we're going to say summer's in me, summer's in me. So as you get the song, you know, it's kind of a little chant just to get it in the spirit of my talk, which is in full bloom. All right? I'm proud of my beatbox. Summer's in me, summer's in me, sing it. Summer's in me, 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 summer's in me. Can't stop, won't stop, wanna pop, gotta pop. Big blooms, little blooms, spring, summer, winter blooms, quick blooms, slow blooms, rain, summer, grow blooms. Pick a bloom, see a bloom, leave a bloom, be a bloom. It's true, it's in you, you got the power in you, you got the power in you to bloom. Blooming, come on, blooming, blooming in the light, blooming in the light, blooming, blooming, blooming in the love, blooming in the love. Summer's in me, summer's in me. Come on, summer's in me, summer's in me. Hey, summer's in me, summer's in me. Ha ha ha. Summer's in me, summer's in me. Yeah, I said I can't stop, won't stop, wanna pop, gotta pop. Big blooms, little blooms, spring, summer, winter blooms, quick blooms, grow blooms, rings on my grow blooms, pick a bloom, leave a bloom, see a bloom, be a bloom. It's true, it's in you, you got the power in you, you got the power in you to bloom. One more time we sing, blooming, come on. Blooming, yeah. Blooming in the light, blooming in the hop of the love, blooming, blooming, blooming in the love, blooming in the love. Now I could do a real slow fade out, but I'm gonna let
That
it
was
go.
awesome.
Hi, now I'm over here. It's a different perspective. Do you love my cup? It cost $4 million. It was one of those things I found at a gas station, when I'm traveling. I just needed it. I needed it. So my talk title is In Full Bloom. Do we have look at In Full Bloom. So one of my favorite stories about the Buddha is that he gave a sermon once called the Flower Sermon, and he literally just stood there for a long time and held a flower. So today, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I won't be doing that. But think about that, right? Like that is, flower can be, it represents so much, right? And in consciousness studies, when we talk about the creative process, we use that metaphor a lot. Like the seed is the thought, the soil is the consciousness, the plant is the demonstration or the manifestation. If you don't know what I just said and I sound like I'm speaking another language, get in class immediately. But this is a fantastic teaching. The Unity teachings, the New Thought teachings, they changed my life. They brought me to a place of true inner peace, sustained happiness, joy. I'm in a great relationship. I've got it all going on. I really do. I'm not trying to brag, but I kind of am. Good, yeah, brag. It's I think it was Regina. She's a teacher. She teaches about bragging. We're sort of told, especially as women, don't brag. Don't be too fabulous. Well, today I'm going to tell you about being fabulous and being in full bloom. From Oprah, one of our current Christ is in you teachers. She is fully in bloom. Do we say that about Oprah? We know that about Oprah. She said, "You are built not to shrink down to less, but to blossom into more." Can I hear an amen? Amen. I wrote a tiny little poem called Blooming. Some flowers bloom by sunlight. Some flowers bloom by moonlight. Some flowers need lots of water. And some flowers find the desert just right. Some flowers bloom fast. Some flowers bloom slow. But all flowers have the inherent intelligence to know when it's time to begin and when it's time to let go. So be like the flower, baby. Bloom, baby, grow. So if we're going to use the flower as a metaphor for ourselves, obviously the first thing is, this idea of variety, right? We've got a ton of variety in the human experience where, if you put a rose next to another rose, even those two roses are going to be so dramatically different. The shade, the color, the width, they're not going to be exact. But also there's different varieties, put a flower, a rose next to a gardenia, it's going to be completely different, right? But we are different than flowers because we consciously grow. We don't just bloom like a flower. A flower just blooms. Imagine that a flower would be like, I don't feel like it today. I just feel like staying a seed. Like that would be kind of sad, right? So we are conscious. That is the difference. That is what the Fillmores and Ernest Holmes and all these teachers of consciousness taught us, is that we have intelligent man, the man that builds things, but then we have the cosmic consciousness man, the Christ consciousness man. I'm sorry, if you're here, you were called here, you're on the cutting edge of consciousness, you're here for a reason, you're here to see what your mind and your heart can do. How much can you bloom? How much more do you have to offer within you? You can consciously create your life. That in itself is absolutely, to me, it. That's the gold of this teaching, is like, wow, life is not happening to me. Life is happening through me, and for me. Amen?
Amen.
All right, I'm like a huge fan of acronyms, mostly because Christy Snow is my teacher, one of my great teachers, and she uses acronyms to teach a lot. So I'm going to give you an acronym for Bloom, and for each letter of the word Bloom, we'll have sort of a spiritual gift, a spiritual lesson, something for you to take away today to hopefully feed you. I'm giving you some food, some spiritual food. So for the B, I picked be you and believe in yourself. Be you and believe in yourself. So Oscar Wilde said it, be you, everyone else is taken. There is absolutely no other you. You are the most you that I can never be anything like you. I mean, you are just this radiant, I'm looking at you, the came in late guy. Love this guy. He's just like, just so you. You are so embodied as you, and it's beautiful to see that. And I think we are all so expressed as ourselves, and you can sort of feel it when someone isn't fully expressed as themselves, right? And so you want to, we as New Thought folks walk around fully expressed, and it's giving people permission to be fully expressed. Be you. Everyone else is taken. And when I say believe in yourself, I mean having faith. And what is faith? So Ernest Holmes calls faith the unwavering belief that all is well. The unwavering belief that all is well. What is faith?
The unwavering belief that all is well.
So say it, all is well. All is well. All is well. So having faith in yourself means that all is well within yourself. Which this wild, wacky world, to continue to believe that all is well. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so glad you made it. And I truly believe that each and every one of us has something special to offer, even during this crazy, crazy time. I think that we're all the individuated expression of the Most High Good. And when we are propelled forward by our own purpose, we don't just find, it's not selfish. It's when I express my joy, it affects you. It affects you. And I have a great story. One example from my life is that I was told multiple times, ooh, that was about to be a disaster. I don't want to lose you. It's just a thing. It's probably like would never break anyway. It's like made of solid gold because it's worth $4 million. Imagine if it was all diamonds. That would be cool. Anywho, where was I? Oh, okay, the example from my life. So I was told many, many times that I could not sing. First it started at home because I was the piano player, my sister was the singer, and then it was teachers after teachers like, you're flat, you're too loud, you're too sharp, but something in me just kind of like knew I could sing, and I just kept singing. I was like, oh, whatever, and I kept singing. And I didn't do it out of defiance, I just kept singing because I thought I could sing. I was delusional, I guess, I don't know. But the thing about delusion is that illusion is a gift. Like it's like, imagine like somebody said to Disney, like, you can't create like a park with rides and make cartoons come to life. Like you'd be like, yeah, you're probably right? And then we wouldn't have Disney. Like all of our stuff is sort of delusional in a way. That's the new sort of thing that kids say is like, get your delulu on, get a little delusional, get a little delulu. But not, my singing isn't about me. Oh, I'm such a great singer. Yeah, me. It's not that. It's the story that happened a couple weeks ago. I was visiting Unity of Greenville, and I was doing, Unity of the Crystal Coast. And a girl came and sat. I did a concert afterwards. She sat in the front row, and she knew every single word to a song of mine called Exactly. And I'm going to sing it at the end of my talk today. And there are a lot of words in this song, and she knew every single word. And she was crying, like, while I was singing. And after the concert, she told me her story. She told me that she was in a deep depression about a couple of years ago, and somebody prescribed her my song. They said, listen to this song every morning, and you will be healed. And she did. She listened to it every day for 3 years. That's how she knew all the lyrics. As you'll see, there's a lot of words. So And that touches me, and I get messages all the time like that, like this song helped me through this grief, this song helped me through that, I listened to this on repeat. So while I fully expressed and I got it out, it's not about me, it's what it does for the world. So when you're fully expressed, when you know the difference between concrete and plaster, you are creating planters, which by the way, I noticed when I was coming in, the beautiful flowers, especially because I'm speaking about blooming today, right? But so thank you. You know, people are going to call you crazy when you're yourself. They're going to do it because they are repressed. But George Carlin, one of my heroes, says, "Those who dance are considered insane by those who don't hear the music." Don't you love that? And to be fully you, I was saying to Laura this morning over breakfast that it was fascinating to me how this week, anytime I pick a topic, the opposite appears in my life. It's like the contrast is there. And all week, I sort of had this urge to shrink in. This sadness sort of overtook me, and I was like, so I listened to a lot of stuff about radical acceptance. And so to be fully yourself isn't to be da-da-da-da-da, shiny, happy people all the time. It's to be fully expressed. It's to allow even the dark spots. And we know about Debbie Ford's book, right? The dark side of the light workers. If you are a light worker, which if you are here, you are one, meaning you know about this consciousness, you know that your consciousness is creative. When we're blaring light into the world the way we do, it's like the bugs are attracted to us. The darkness is attracted to us. It's true, right? I mean, it's just so true. And so we have to allow it. We have to allow it because that's our nature. It's just our nature, and it's okay. And again, sort of back to the idea of the rose and the gardenia, I think I picked out as my two flowers. We can't compare to each other. And we do, but we really can't. Because, my God, Amanda, I mean, you are so Amanda. It's Amanda, right? Okay, I mean, you are so like dynamic and gorgeous and brilliant, and I don't even know you, but I sense you, I feel you, I see you, and we can't compare to others, you know? I just can't. If I compare myself to you, I'm just gonna be like a shrinking violet in the corner. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so we're at the L. That was the B. The L is love your life now. Love your life now and live your life now. And I know. We always hear this. We hear this over and over again. You know, be here now, be here now, be here now. But why? It's because when we look back, we get regret, we get guilt, we get shame, we get shoulda, coulda, woulda, and we get depression when we are in the past. I'm speaking for myself. When we get in the future, when we get in the to-do list, what I gotta do, I gotta be, what I gotta have, what I gotta get, then we're in the anxiety. And when we're in the now, we're in peace. Peace is very foreign to me. I did not grow up in a peaceful home. I grew up in a chaotic home. So I notice, and you may notice this, did anybody else grow up in a chaotic home? You might notice when the peace comes on, you subconsciously want to create a bunch of chaos because it's uncomfortable. Like peace is a muscle that has to be flexed. So I know that we are continually growing and changing, and I'm not saying we just are here now and we're stagnant, because everything's moving, everything's shifting. But an example of how to practice this being here now is how I meditate every day. Does anybody meditate every day? You try to. I recommend it. I recommend just sitting still and shutting up for 5 minutes every day. It's like, that's what meditation is. That's what I was taught in the 12-step rooms. I've been up and down the 12 steps so many times that I don't go to the gym. Thank you. It doesn't matter the program. It's all the same thing, but it leads you to spirituality. And
in those spaces I learned about in the 12 steps, the 11th step is meditation. And a lot of people who are in recovery don't even talk about it. But it is where emotional balance comes. So every day, if you just sit down quietly, and for me, I sit down quietly, I close my eyes, I just breathe, I allow my brain to do what it's going to do. It's going to go all kinds of places. And the moment I open my eyes, I have this present moment awareness that is so delightful, because generally one of my animals has creeped onto my lap, and it's usually my chihuahua on her back with her belly exposed, like, rub me, you know. And I look around the walls and I see the art on the walls, and I happen to live in a house that has all these windows, and I have a skylight, and I see the light streaming in, and I see the trees outside my window, and I think, I love my life. So I encourage you to meditate and to take that moment when you open your eyes to look around. And you can do it right now in this space, because this space is very magical. I've been here before, by the way. I didn't know. I was here when you had they had some kind of coffee house here. I sang here years ago. I mean, like 13, 15 years. I don't even know how long ago. I was like, whoa, I've been here before. It was like a dream. But look at the windows. Look at the detail of the windows and this beautiful new floor and these awesome rugs and this television. Somebody created a television. I love television. Anybody love television? Right here, right now is where life is. And I'm going to sing you another tune. And this song is an older song of mine as well, as exactly. And this song is called Purpose. And I speak to this for the L, because living is the purpose of life. Living is the purpose of life. Say that with me. Living is the purpose of life. I've been through the desert. I've walked in the ocean. Climbed up a mountain. And I've sang in the wind. I've cried out in the moonlight. And I've drank that potion. I've wished in the fountain. And I've lived in sin. Hallelujah. I keep searching for an answer to make me complete. But every time I think that I found it, the ground shifts under my feet. What I know is every moment is a blessing. And every love is like a light. And beauty comes with every sunrise. And living is the purpose, living is the purpose, living is the purpose. Living is the purpose of life. What's my purpose? To live. I talk to the goddess, I lie in the night. I've danced with the devil and I've screamed at the storm. I've held hands with the holy and I've touched the divine. I've plucked every petal and again I've been born. I keep searching for an answer to make me complete. But every time I think that I found it, the ground shifts under my feet. What I know is every moment is a blessing, certainly right now. And every love is like a light. And beauty comes with every sunrise. And living is the purpose, living is the purpose, living is the purpose. Sing that with me. Living is the purpose. Living is the purpose, living is the purpose, living is the purpose of life. And every kiss is a wonder. Maybe not everyone, but it's a song. And every heart is like a shooting star. And you are perfect. You are so perfect in this moment. So live out loud, 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 and just be who you are. You be you. Everyone else is taken. All right, we're gonna get a little clap on. It goes like this: be who you are, be who you are. You got to be who you are. You are a superstar. Hey, I said be who you are, be who you are. You gotta be who you are, 'cause you are a superstar. I said be who you are, be who you are. You gotta be who you are, 'cause living is the purpose of life. bloom, thank you for the applause. The word bloom has 2 O's, and I use them both for the word open. So the first is open to newness, and the second is open some more. So open to newness. From our brilliant Albert Einstein, the important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. One cannot help but be in awe when one contemplates the mysteries of eternity, of life, the marvelous structure of reality. It is enough if one merely tries to comprehend a little of this mystery every day. Never lose a holy curiosity. Don't you love that? Holy curiosity. So yes, we are present in this moment, but we are open at the top. I love that phrase, open at the top. It's a very important phrase in New Thought. The Fillmores, Ernest Holmes, this is why they broke away from Mary Baker Eddy. If you know your history of New Thought, Mary Baker Eddy is Christian Science. We were taught under the same umbrella as Mary Baker Eddy, but once Mary Baker Eddy said, I'm not going to grow anymore, the Fillmores and the Holmeses and all the folks that separated away said, we're evolving. There are more answers. There is more to be done. There is more to know. Ernest Holmes grew until his very last breath in the physical form. We know that life is eternal. So it's so important to not be stuck, again, like the seed. How sad would it be if the seed was like, I don't feel like being a flower. There's always movement. The sun is always blazing. The earth is always spinning. Your heart is always beating. There is always movement. So stay open, stay curious about what is to be for you. So open some more. Open some more. Because when we stay curious, when we stay open, what happens? We start to notice synchronicities. We start to notice how things are showing up to validate our experience. Even in your home, like I said, if you open your eyes a little more to see what is in front of you, what is yours, I invite you to do that. I want to see, I think I had a couple other things I wanted to share about that. Okay. All right, we're at the M. Marvel at your loveliness. To bloom fully, to live fully in bloom, I wish for you to marvel at your loveliness. From Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, who, in ministerial training, we had to study psychology. It was a big part of our training. And I was assigned, we all got to do a paper on a teacher or a psychologist, and I got to study Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, who gave us the stages of grief. And she also did her studies later in life. You might not know this, Eric, or you might know this, on near-death experiences. Yeah, and she found so many consistencies with the light and people experiencing, amazing stuff right near death. She studied death. She is the reason we have hospice care in this country and in this world. An amazing woman. Check her out, Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. She said, the most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep, loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen. I just love that. You are all so beautiful. I mean, each and every one of you. I kind of want you to turn to somebody real quick and just tell them, you are beautiful. And look at them. Like, notice something about them. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. I see you back there. I see you in that pink shirt. You are beautiful. Some people, Some people are like very obviously beautiful, like in this sort of Western way where like their features are balanced and they could, they're airbrushed and they're perfect and they're skinny or whatever the Western beauty standard is, which is changing so rapidly before our eyes, which I love. But some people are beautiful. Like, I kind of feel bad for people who are like really, really beautiful like that because they usually suck because they didn't have to do anything to get a personality. Do you ever notice that? Like, people are like, we're super beautiful. You're like, ew, like, and then their beauty goes away. It's weird. But sorry, that was not nice. That was not ministerial of me. But I've just noticed that. Like, I had a really good friend for years who was just supermodel gorgeous, and she was just not a nice person. But I could tell she just hadn't needed any skills for anything because it just kind of was a pass in life. It was weird. Anyway, but what I noticed, tell me you noticed this, that the more time you spend with someone, the more beautiful they get. It's like you start to notice the curve of their nose or where their cheekbones are or how they dress or how they hold themselves. Or, I want you this week to take away from this talk to being fully in bloom is really noticing the beauty in everyone. The longer I was with Laura and Eric, the more beautiful you became last night. And your home, oh my gosh, I mean, you walk into your home and it's immediately beautiful, but then you start to notice all the details, the art, I love going to people's homes. As a traveling minister, I was saying to them, thank you so much for having me, not only financially for not having to like get a hotel, but because you get to know somebody and it is so cool to get to know a complete stranger from nothingness and just talk to them and learn about them. And I know that you're surviving something really tough right now, and you're a hard worker, and I know your beautiful dog, and I know about your other dog, Zazzy, and I've learned about you, and you have deer in your backyard, and like it's beautiful. Like, life is so beautiful. And I have to presence the awareness that, like, again, back to that sort of chaotic environment growing up, some of us weren't taught that we were beautiful, and not just physically, like that we were precious, that we mattered, that our feelings mattered, that we're precious, and I think that's what brings us, a lot of us, to this teaching, is because we want to reparent ourselves and we want to learn how to be kind and loving to ourselves. So I invite you this week to look in the mirror and say, you're beautiful. You're precious. Yeah? My sister is a rabbi, and Rabbi Jenny, and in Chicago area, and she's a great rabbi. And I'm very bored by Judaism. That's why I kind of hopped the fence over here. It's like the same old Torah, right? But she is an amazing speaker. If you've ever been interested in Judaism, check her out. Joliet is her congregation up in Chicago, and she's always been my hero. I mean, anybody have a big sister or a big brother that you look up to? I look up to her so much. And I think I was going through something, and she said to me, Amy, you are a star in my sky, and if you are not shining, I take it personally. And I think that's true for you too. You are all a star in my sky and in each other's skies. And if you're not shining your light, if you're not blooming fully, it's affecting me. So could you just stop that? There's no end to this idea of being in full bloom. I might be going a little long. Am I going a little long? Okay, keep going. Okay. There's no end to this blooming idea because we're always growing. Like I said, it's open at the top. So there's always this hunger. And I have this great piece of art that was given to me. It says, stay hungry, stay foolish. Don't you love that? Stay hungry, stay foolish. And this is a really hard, weird side street that I'm going to go on for a second, but I've been doing keto for like 9 months. And one thing I learned about keto is that when you're doing it, you're not hungry. You're just not hungry at all. Your body. And then you'll notice something else. When you get hungry, I invite you, and unless you have like some sort of eating disorder, please don't do anything I say right now. But if you just have a weird relationship with food and you're just a Western person who can't put the chips down, notice when you get hungry next time, and allow yourself. Amy Schumer has this funny joke where she's like, "Hunger? What's that?" Like, the minute I get one little idea, then I immediately eat, And since being on keto, I've noticed like if I get hungry and I just like don't eat, I just wait it out for a minute, the hunger goes away. It's pretty fascinating. I didn't know. I thought once you're hungry, you're always hungry, right? But you're actually not. You notice, just notice, try it. Next time you get really hungry, like, I really, don't eat, like, sorry, again, do not follow my direction if you have any eating disorder issue, but don't eat for just 15, 20 minutes, just occupy yourself with something else, and then check in and be like, am I still hungry? Oh my gosh, my hunger's gone. And that is our body. Our body is amazing. It's like, okay, we're not eating now. I'll get over it. I'll eat some of the fat that's here. My thighs, Something else that came to me when I was thinking about blooming is that when a flower blooms, it is exposed. It is exposed to the elements, it is exposed to the sunlight, the bugs, the air, the wind, the rain, but it blooms anyway. You will be exposed to criticism from the inside and the outside when you bloom. Bloom anyway. You will be exposed to time, to aging. Bloom anyway. And then I'm going to close with sort of talking about the lotus flower real quick. The lotus flower is long known as sort of the spiritual teacher in the East, and it's sort of making its way out here with yoga studios, always have a lotus flower on there. And, the lotus is incredible because it grows in the mud. It grows in poop, basically. And it is so beautiful. It is one of the most amazing flowers that, I'll tell you all the properties of it, but it wouldn't grow without the mud. It can't grow without the mud. So it's really important. I started out this conversation today about be yourself, be you. That includes the mud. That includes the dark. That includes all the garbage that we have to sort through, that we have to live through, that we have to grow through. When we're fully expressed, we are fully exposed to the truth of who we are, which is fully divine and fully human. So being in full bloom is not about being spiritual to the point of denial. It's being aware of the true thoughts that you have about your life and about what's possible for you. And one of my favorite New Thought quotes is from Thomas Troward. He says, "Principle is not bound by precedent." In other words, what has happened does not indicate a thing about what can be. Principle is not bound by precedent. So let us take away today to be like the lotus. The lotus, here's some facts about the lotus. Grows in extreme heat. Also grows in freezing cold. What? It connects to the whole ecosystem. And it affects the whole ecosystem, which is what you do. You affect the sky. You are a star in my sky, etc. They can germinate after long times of being dormant. In other words, it is never too late to get after something that you want. Never too late to bloom. And it naturally purifies water. And that's another thing you do. You purify your environment with this energy that you have. I close with a quote from Jim Carrey, who's also I've been quoting comedians the whole time I've been up here. They were my prophets growing up. And Jim Carrey is just, isn't he so cool? Because he's New Thought, I actually met him once at a Marianne Williamson talk. Oh, cool. He was sitting like 2 rows behind me, and I just fan geeked out like crazy. And I was like, I gave him a CD. Who knows? Maybe he listens to my music. I'm just such a fan of his turn toward philosophy and spirituality and everything like that. He said, flowers don't worry about how they're going to bloom. They just open up and turn toward the light, and that's what makes them beautiful. So I wanted to do 2 more songs, but I think I'm only going to get to do one. But maybe I can close with a song or something like that. I said to Penny, maybe I could do a concert after the talk, and she said it's not quite a thing yet around here right now, but maybe next time I come, or we'll do a concert. Would you come? Yeah? Okay, awesome. And this is exactly the song that I talked about. And so I close with telling you, I'll sing this song and then I'll guide us into a little meditation. This song is about just being exactly who you are. You are perfect, exactly who you are. It's a very old song of mine. It's available on all platforms. I am exactly where I need to be. I need to be exactly where I am. I am a blessing manifest, and I can't undress the moment. Naked time unwinds beneath my mind, and from within I find the kind of beauty only I can find. universal energy, and I am truly free when I accept my own divinity. Look at me closely, tell me exactly what you see. If you are paying attention, you will now begin ascension of the mind. Why? Well, because if you look at me just right, you see a kiss. It took a kiss to make this breath exist, the intersection of my mother's and father's lips to touch, twist, perfect. What came next to produce me? Yes, look at me, and you will see the breeze it took to shake the leaves to make my mother's hair move. My father dare touch it and say, please, may I have a kiss? Yes, the breeze made me exist. And if you want to get even deeper into this right now, when you look at me, you will see a big old cloud. That's right, the cloud it took to form a storm, to make the breeze, to shake the leaves, to inspire the lip lock. It's a raindrop will pop up out of these words. You heard me right. Look at me close enough. You'll see a dark, stormy night. And what is night? Well, night ain't night without its polar opposite of sunlight. So if you watch the way my hands sway, you see the light of day. And every day is a testament to the sediment of the earth's core. It's ever spinning enormous force. So if you look at me just right, you see a spark of the source. But the most fascinating thing about this, and it's true, you look at me just right, you see you. It's only what you perceive, how you believe, the space between you and me that creates reality. She knew all those words. So when I sing, you can feel it. When I cry, you can heal it. When I speak words, you can be the words I speak by singing them with me. Peace, love, free. Peace, love, free. Peace, love, free. Peace, love. Join me singing. Peace, love, free. Peace, love, free. Peace, love, free. And when I try to fight or run, I only wind up back at square one. And when I think I know what's best for me, well, love takes me back to exactly where I need to be. And when I am all alone and full of fear, I just remember the rising sun always appears. And every day miracles that I see. Well, you take me back, yes, you take me back, you take me back to exactly where I need to. All right, here's the mantra. Mantra goes like this. I am exactly where I need to be. I need to be exactly where I am. Try it with me now. I am exactly where I need to be. I need to be exactly where I am. Yes, you got it. I am exactly where I need to be. I need to be exactly where I am. One more time, we sing together. I am exactly where I need to be. I need to be exactly where I am. In full bloom. Thank you so much. Let's take a moment and sort of soak everything in that we've done, maybe a little guided meditation. I invite you to, unlock. Let your energy just relax, sinking into the peace of this moment, knowing that each one of us is blooming. The seed of peace is growing within. Let that peace grow in this beautiful community, the environment, the soil. The seed of joy. It's blooming within. Feel that vibration of joy. Bring to mind something that makes you feel joy. self-love. Feel the vibration of love in your heart. Think of what you love. Imagine peace, love, and joy as three vines that begin at your root, right at the base of your spine, and they twist around each other and grow in you, holding you. The power of peace, the power of joy holds you up, and love blooms in your awareness. Breathe deeply. Think about, for a moment, if you were a flower, what would you be? My heart tells me that I'm lavender. Knowing that all is truly well, that being in full bloom is just being in the space of divinity, remembering who we are, which is God. I invite you to open your eyes, and when you do, let them be new. Notice something beautiful. Would anybody like to share what flower they were? Daisy.
Yellow rose.
Yellow rose. Iris. I didn't hear it. Peony. I love those. I have those in my yard. Lotus. Somebody just say lotus? So as I was driving here, I thought about that I was going to ask you all what you were, and I said, well, my heart tells me that I'm lavender, but my mind tells me I'm a corpse flower. do you know what corpse flowers are? So they're the biggest. They're the biggest. They're like 10 feet tall. They're the biggest flowers on earth, but they smell like death. I thought it would be funny, and then I was like, is that funny? I don't know. So I tried it out on you, but thank you so much for having me. My name is Amy Steinberg. I think we're going to have a moment of the love offering. Yeah, so thank you. Everyone, namaste.
Thank you.
Wow, that was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I'm speechless, honestly. And if you ask anybody around here, that's pretty rare. That doesn't happen very often. I feel like that was a real e-ticket ride. Thank you so much. That was great. That was great. All right. Well, now's the time in our service that we give everybody the opportunity to give back. And you know what? If you look around here, we are blooming, right? I mean, look at this place. Look how far we've come in such a short time. And you know why? Because you give of your time, your talents, and your resources. And it's because of your love that this place is blooming like it is. And we're all blooming with it, right? So let's say our mantra. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I receive in abundance.
Thank you, God. I
am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Come on. I am so blessed. Yes. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Father, Mother God, we are just so grateful for all these gifts. We thank you for multiplying it, and we thank you for the reciprocity to each and every giver and each and every family represented here. And so it is. Amen.
So it is. Announcements.
I am back. Hey, let's all be a bloom this week, huh? That was tremendous. Tremendous, tremendous. Our first. Man, I didn't see this coming. Our first announcement is going to be holding a memorial service for Gino Bistro this Thursday, July 11th. 3:30, the Heritage Funeral Home, just down here west on East Brainerd, about 4 miles. The address is 7454 East Brainerd Road. The memorial service is going to start at 3:30. I invite all of you to get there a little bit before that, because the family is going to be entering at 3:25. So it'd be nice if we were all in our seats, just honor Gino's family. Afterwards, it's going to be a celebration of life service here in McBride from 5 to 7. We're going to be having catered Italian food. It's going to be great. We're going to have it is. Mona put together a wonderful. Yeah, Gino was Italian. If it was a mystery to anybody. And cannoli cake too. So save some of those sugar carbs. From 5 to 7, we're going to invite people to come up and speak and say a word if they feel so moved. We're going to have a slideshow of about 300 words. What did I say? 300 photos. This doesn't bode well for Thursday. To honor Gino, Mona would like to create a memorial meditation garden in the back here. We haven't exactly decided on the place, but we're going to establish a memorial garden. And so in lieu of flowers, we ask that, she's asking for donations to specifically go to this memorial garden. And we have a box here on the, it's right in the center of our potluck table. And online, if you feel like donating directly online, there is, when you go to our donation page in the pop down, there is a line for Memorial Garden. So we are, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be really nice. She has a nice plan, and we're working on a real nice meditation garden. It's going to be a memorial meditation garden. Okay, Eric. Gina was a good friend of mine. We started Wellness Warriors. I talked to them, and once we knew we had this space, we got this space in February, and we started renovating in March. And I had a lead one morning on our porch to start this Wellness Warriors group idea, where just people that are going through, struggling with serious health issues could just come and talk, and you know, to someone other than their own doctors, because sometimes when you're going through some things. And I bounced the idea off Gino, and I asked him if he would like to, you know, kind of co-do it together. Just, I mean, it was really just enough for him and me to get together initially. And we're like, if anybody else wants to come, that's great. We put it out there, and sure enough, people have been coming. And we meet Thursdays at noon, right here. It's we're going to be meeting this Thursday because, like I said, the funeral home is just down the way, and we meet at noon. We'll wrap by 1:30, and we can make our way down to Heritage. For anyone that doesn't already know, Wellness Warriors is a positive and practical support group for people dealing with serious health issues, like I said. It's a place to share our challenges and our victories. We talk about standard and alternative therapies. Biggest thing, most important thing that I wanted to establish, and we've really been doing it, is setting and affirming positive health intentions for ourselves. And we've had some success, haven't we? We have, each individually and collectively. So I invite anyone, if they are facing a new or an existing health challenge, you're simply tired of talking just to your doctors, or you feel like you're wearing your spouse out, or wonderful, supportive, loving spouses, I invite you to stop by. It's 100% confidential. We never share anything about anything that anybody else says outside of the group to anybody. So the Wellness Warriors will be meeting this Thursday. Our metaphysical discussion group that night that we normally have on Thursdays will not, because we'll be having Gino's celebration of life here. So I invite you all to come to that. For those of you who would like to become a member of Unity of Chattanooga, we'll be holding a new member orientation class with our very own Reverend Bayan Schmidt on Sunday, July 28th at 1 o'clock. So we have a sign-up sheet in the back. I invite anyone that is interested in even just the history of New Thought. It promises to be a fun and interesting class, and there's going to be a certificate of completion at the end, I believe, and there's going to be a free gift.
September 8th.
And then on September 8th, we're going to have a formal, for everyone who does want to formalize their membership in Unity of Chattanooga, on September 8th, we're going to do a recognition during service for all of the people that go through the July 28th class. So, all right, so next Sunday, we're going to be pleased to welcome back John Stringer. For those of you that were with us when we were still at the Universal Unitarian Church, John was our last speaker before we moved into our new digs here. So, dynamic, great performer, high energy. It's gonna be some more good vibrations next week. Okay, so if you can, I invite you to help Steve and Kelly and me give us a hand stacking the chairs. We're going to kind of have a little transition here. We're going to bring out some tables for the potluck and stuff, and then once we get the tables out, if you could just help us kind of circle the tables. And do you have a question or a comment? Of what? Oh, the metaphysics discussion group? Sure. Okay. Yeah, see Amanda here. She facilitates it, and Kelly. So, yeah, it's a great.
Well, Kelly would be.
Yeah, there's a talk to Amanda.
Yeah.
It's a good series. It's a great series. So, oh, I forgot. Yeah, no, I said about Gino's. Yes, right. And that's what I was getting to. So as we shift gears here a little, be sure and check out Amy's offerings over. We're going to have it in the South Wing, but we decided let's not have it in the South Wing today, darling. Let's have it on our bookstore. So I invite everyone to go, and she's got a wonderful display out there. There's jewelry, there's paintings, there's CDs. She's a fabulous, diverse artist. So check it out there while we're setting up in here. So instead of the peace song today, we're going to be doing a special.
We're going to sing a Ricky Byers song. Do you guys
All
know
right.
who Ricky Byers is from
From
Agape?
Agape, yeah.
This is We Let the Love Wash Over Us, and I invite you to stand for this one. Why not? Come on. And there's like a little movement that you can do. It's, we are bodies. So what we do is we let the love wash over us. Imagine like this. Every time we say wash over, you can give that movement. And it's kind of cool because you'll feel it. We let the love wash over us. Then we sing. We let it be. We let the joy. We let the joy wash over us. Will you come lead them? You're doing it so beautifully. We let, follow her. We let it be. Sorry, I love it. One more time. Peace. We let the peace wash over us. Beautiful. We let, maybe end of the namaste. It be. Thank you so much, Unity.
Okay, let's just close with the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God